back to my channel. It has been a while since I've said that. First and foremost, I want to thank everyone who stuck around while I was very much gone, very much absent, very much not here. I want to emphasize that. Very much gone, very much absent, very much not here. Okay. So, I'm just making this video to kind of explain where I've been, what I've been doing, what I've been up to, and kind of where I want my channel to go from now on. So if you guys like this video or miss me or whatever, just like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll get right into the video. So I have been gone focusing on my schooling. Okay, now you guys are like,
that's it, bitch. That's it. That's all you got. That's all you got. You been gone to focus on
school. Yes, I have. And let me explain why. We all know what happened in the summer of 2020. We all know what happened. Don't need to get into it. It was a mess. And I found myself, like a lot of other people, getting really engrossed in it. You know what I mean? Really into it. Really into the drama, into the who said this, who said what, she said this, she said that. Just really like it was my life. Like, I'm getting money from this, which I'm not. We'll get into that too. But I found myself slipping, like, as in my real life. Like, I was not doing so good in school, and that's what I'm literally here to do, is to do good in school. First and foremost, above everything else, I'm not a YouTuber. I am a college student. I need to have good grades because of the type of job I want. I want to go into a master's program once I'm done with this. Like, I need to be on top of my shit. And I was not, because I was worried with who was uploading what live, who was saying what, oh my God, what was happening. And it was reflecting in my grades. So I made the executive decision, on top of it affecting my mental health too.
But I feel like it affects everyone's mental health. Like, in the end of the day, it doesn't matter, like, everyone's mental health is affected in all of this, but
for me, the most important thing is my schooling. So I took a step back because I needed to rein in on my schooling. And I have to emphasize this. My schooling. I am not a YouTuber in that sense. Like, this is not my full-time job. This is not what I want to end up to do. This is not what, like, this is not even in the realm of things that I really want to do with my life and my career. You know, it would be a different story if I was like in communications for PR or something like that. Like, yeah, this would be a good platform to kind of get myself out there and show, you know, people like, oh, I can do PR. I don't want to do that. That's not what I want to do. So really investing my time into this is not beneficial for me in any type of way. But if it is to other people, that's great. That's fantastic. But I really needed to, like, have a sit down with myself and go, you need to get control of it. Because it comes to a point where you are like, I can only speak for me, but I was on my phone every second. Like, who said what? What's happening now? Oh my God, like, this is crazy. Holy crap. And, you know, you're like kind of pushing people away at the same time, because it's like, why don't you know about what's happening online, Becky? Like, why don't you know about it? Even though it's nothing that serious, honestly, and it's not happening in real life. And like, but why aren't you so invested like me? Or like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like you get engulfed in it. So I really had to take a step back. I started going off of that side of Twitter. I muted a lot of people. And I just kind of silently switched communities, because I've been seeing a lot of people leave communities and they kind of trash on everybody when they do. Now, I didn't want to do that. That's not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to silently leave and just really hone in on why I came here. I didn't come to school to, again, like I said, be a YouTuber. I didn't come to school for that. I don't have any monetary gain in it. This is not my job. I don't want this to be my job. So it's not that important for me to keep up with all the BS that's happening online, because it's just not going to help me in the future, right? So I really just started pulling away, focusing on my stuff. I didn't want to put anyone down because I do like a lot of people in the community. I have found friends, you know, and then we connected on that like BS level of like, oh my God, what the hell's happening? But as time went on, we started connecting on different levels, you know, now I'm friends to the point where I'm like, oh, how's your sister doing? How's your family doing? You know, how's your job going? Like, I'm friends to people on that level. And even though, you know, we met on the level of drama or BS, I'm never going to throw them under the bus or anything like that just so I can exit, because you don't really need to do that. So I tried to leave quietly, silently, and then 2021 hit. And I completely was like, okay, I need to step away from Twitter to focus on schooling. If you ever have been a full-time student, worked damn near a full-time job, and then on top of that, I was joining an organization, I needed to focus, okay? I need to focus. So I said, I wasn't on Twitter, wasn't on Instagram. I was just trying to really focus and make sure that I had all my ducks in a row, because it's a lot. I don't know how to explain it unless you've been through it. Full-time job, full-time schooling. You're president, like I'm president of NAACP. I'm trying to collab with other organizations on my campus. I'm joining an organization. It's a lot. And then on top of that, you want me to come on to Twitter and argue with people. I just didn't have time. I didn't have the mental energy. And I was like, let me just social media cleanse. So I went off and just really focused on getting myself better, because at the end of the day, I'm important to me. You know what I mean? I'm important to me. I need to secure myself because I am going to be my bag in the future. So I really just needed to hone it in, and it worked. I had a great semester. I got into the organization I wanted to. I had a good semester with NAACP, and I came back and my timeline was like different. It's just so nice getting all that stuff off of your timeline. I don't know if I had to like that like pivotal moment of me like taking Twitter off of my home screen and like not looking at it, really like flip the switch type of thing. But it's just beautiful. Like, it's great. Like, my timeline is fantastic. Books, beautiful black women, for the culture, gay Twitter. It's just fantastic. And I'm so happy I did that for myself. And I'm happy that I came out of the semester better than I went in. And I'm happy that I really grew from that time of being off. And I learned a lot of stuff. Like, my energy, I feel like I was directing my energy towards like a brick wall. Like, you know, if that makes sense. Like, I'm yelling into the void, like freaking just like gold, like little gold droplets. Like, here's advice, you know, from an NAACP president. Here's advice from a community activist. And it's just hitting a brick wall. And it's like I'm focusing all my energy to something that doesn't really matter. They don't care. So it's like, why should I continue, right? So I started to think, and I was like, I need to be focusing my energy more on like my community. Like I said, community activists. So like I started doing a whole bunch more volunteer work. I started, like I said, collabing with more minority organizations and everything with my org. I joined organizations. I really tried to branch out because my energy and what I put in and where I put my energy is important. And me putting my energy into a space where it's kind of made for
clickbait titles, who said what, come back next week to see the new latest drama.
Like, that's not where I should be directing my energy and my knowledge and my experience into. I need to be directing it elsewhere. And then also, like, just, I'm happy that what happened last summer happened, because I wouldn't have had that switch in my brain to like actually get into my roots and my activism and my community and helping, and really get into learning more about like where I came from, where my people came from, the issues that we face as, you know, Black people in America, you know. And if that wouldn't have happened, I wouldn't have really stepped into that role. Like, I would have still been Breanna Fitness out here showing you guys how to do squats. Like, I know I can do more than that, you know. And that being said, with everything that happened, I saw my content kind of gearing more towards the drama, even though it had some aspects of education in it. It's not really what I wanted to do. For instance, I'm gonna try and get one of my I think she's the president of GSA on to talk about intersectionality and her experience as a trans woman, you know, and how that may differ or is similar to my experience as a Black woman in America, you know, like just stuff like that. That's important. Getting stories out that matter, not something geared towards some online stuff, like actual stories. I feel like I was put here to do, and it was just getting lost in the sauce, lost in the mess. And that's it's my fault. I can't put that on anybody else. I decide how I react to certain situations, and I reacted reactionary instead of, you know, doing what I need to do. So that being said, from this point forward, this channel is going to be educational. It's going to be fun. I want to share people's stories. We're done with everything. 2020 is in 2020. We're in 2021, and I'm just moving forward. You know, I want to do a sorority tag with my new sorority sisters that I just got, and, you know, show them off because they're amazing women, and I don't want to have them or my organization dragged into anything, you know. Or like, I want to have like the NAACP presidents back on so we can talk about, you know, their growth in the organization and what they want to put forward. But I don't want what happened last summer to be brought up or them to be brought into anything, you know. It's a lot. It's been a lot of thinking, a lot of time by myself, just trying to really hone it in and focus. School's been happening. Like I said, my grades have gotten better since I have stepped away. I am still double majoring, pain in the butt, but I'll still technically be graduating early. So like, I guess how it works is when you double major, your time goes from like 4 years to 6. But since I came in already as a sophomore, my time went from, I think it was 2 years here to the regular 4. So I'll still be graduating in like 2022, hopefully. So that's what's happening with that. I'm still the NAACP president for my chapter. Like I said, I just joined the sorority and I love them. I hopefully have the sorority tag up whenever we get together because it's hard getting everyone together. But I'm just really excited. I'm really happy. I missed you guys. Like, even though this is like not my job, it's kind of more of my hobby. I can't promise I'll have an upload schedule because
girl, I'm busy.
But I'm just really happy that I'm back, even if, you know, there are some negative things that are still happening, but you gotta take the good with the bad, I guess. And for me right now, the good is definitely outweighing the bad for real. Next time there will be a sorority tag, and that should be my next video, unless Pride Month comes up first. Then we'll have to do the other video first. It's whatever, it's up in the air. But also, before I go, I want to say I'm gonna leave some resources for Palestine below, some resources for Colombia. Those 2 countries right now are going through a lot, and it would be great if you just signed the petitions, if you can donate. But I'll leave those in the description box below. And yeah, thank you so much for coming to see this video. I missed y'all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.